What is up guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I will be challenging you guys to a game of Can You Guess the Map in Brawl Stars. So the rules are very simple. I will be showing you a picture or a screenshot of a part of a Brawl Stars map. The rounds will get progressively harder as the video goes on, and you'll have 10 seconds to try and guess the correct answer, and after those 10 seconds I will reveal the correct answer for you to verify if you've got the right answer or not. And yeah, so the rules are pretty simple. Comment down below how much you've got out of 12, and yeah, let's get right into the video. So the first rounds, as always, are going to be very easy, and for this first round I am going to be showing you the entire map, so if you lose, then I don't know what you're doing, but okay, let's get right to it. So you have 4 options. A is Red Herring, B Open Plaza, C Canal Grande, and D Hard Rock Mine. You have 10 seconds. Go. And the correct answer will be C, Canal Grande. It's very easy. I mean, this map is like always present everywhere, so yeah, let's hop right into the next one. So the next one, you have again 4 choices. Is it A, Corner Case, B, Crystal Arcade, C, Rustic Arcade, or D, Massive Attack? You have 10 seconds, go. And the correct answer will be B, Crystal Arcade. Now this map, it's also pretty easy to guess as it is one of the very OG maps, and it is played quite often in Brawl Stars competitive as well. So yeah, let's move on to the next round, which will get slightly more difficult. Alright, so here is where things get a little bit harder. So instead of showing you the full map, which is like super easy, I've decided to only show you the middle of the map on both sides. So yeah, let's start with the third image. So is this map A, Backyard Bowl, B, Field Goal, C, Fast Fork, or D, Sneaky Field? You have 10 seconds, go. And the correct answer will be B, Field Goal. Now this, it's slightly harder to tell, but it's still super easy. I mean, Backyard Bowl, the map is just straight open. Fast Fork, it's kind of enclosed as well with Sneaky Fields, which has a lot of grass. And Field Goal, it's just like a mix between those, if I'd say right. But yeah, let's hop into the next question. So the next question will also be similar, but instead of that, it will be Siege. So is this map A, Factory Rush, B, Robo Highway, C, Bot Riot, or D, Some Assembly Required? And yes, you have 10 more seconds. Go. And the correct answer will be A, Factory Rush. Now, Factory Rush's mid is just super wide open compared to some of the other maps, or just doesn't have as many items. So yeah, it's pretty easy as of right now, but the next stage will get a bit harder as I will only show you one portion of the mid and not both. So yeah, the stages will get a bit harder, but that's how the game works, so let's hop right to it. So hopping onto the next stage, I will only be showing you one half of the map as I said before. So for the 5th example, which of these ones is correct? A, Jumping Beans, B, Center Stage, C. Super Stadium, or D. Boxing Day? You have 10 more seconds, go. And the correct answer will be C. Super Stadium. Now, you have only seen one half of the map, and you have only seen like one structure, because if I reveal too many structures, then the map would get kinda obvious and it wouldn't be as hard. And the challenge is the maps go harder and harder as like you won't have like many structures to guess from. But yeah, let's hop into the next map. So the next map, it's actually quite interesting because I selected 2 different game modes which you can choose from, but only one of these 4 answers are right. So is it A. Dueling Beetles, B. Split, C. Quick Skip, or D. Shooting Star? You have 10 more seconds, go. And the correct answer will be D. Shooting Star. Now, this map, it's actually very wide open, and so I just chose like some quite wide open maps from these bandstand maps. So although Split is not very wide open, but yeah, let's hop right to the next difficulty, which I will show you a part of the map that really isn't the middle of the map, so it's not the main structure. So yeah, the map will get harder. Now we're going to be moving on to a harder map. So for this one, is it A. Parallel Plays, B. Massive Attack, C. Corner Case, or D. Crystal Arcade? You have 10 seconds, go. And the correct answer will be A. Parallel Plays, because this is actually the mid of the map, but honestly no one really notices the mid of the parallel plays. Only really the sides get noticed a lot, and that's kind of why I chose it, just to trick people off, I guess. But yeah, let's hop into the next one. So for this next map, is it A. School Creek, B. Clash Coliseum, C. Stormy Plains, or D. Island Invasion? 10 seconds, go. So the correct answer will be B. Clash Coliseum. Now, this one, it's actually a bit tricky because Clash Coliseum was the only map with rope fences out of these 4 maps, so I kind of had to choose like a structure with no rope fences to not give the map away. So yeah, that's why. And for the next set of maps, it's kind of the same stuff, but the structures will get relatively smaller and smaller. Like, it's still not really too relevant or main structures of a map, it's just tiny structures, but it will get smaller and smaller in the next ones. So for the first map out of these, is it A. Triple Dribble, B. Bank Shot, C. Encirclement, or D. Backyard Ball? 10 seconds starting right now. And the correct answer will be C. Encirclement. It's just not the best or not the worst map, but the structure is also similar to Backyard Bowl, except that Backyard Bowl doesn't have the grass. Now for the next one, is it A. Triumvirate, B. Deathcap Trap, C. Arène en Folie, yes, the French accent, or D. Quick Travel? 10 seconds, go. And the answer will be A, triumvirate. Now this structure, it's barely noticeable, like no one actually pays attention to that because the structure isn't really near the zones, so that's why I chose it. And for the last round of structures, now these structures are going to be very tiny, like 2x2 blocks or some sort of like that, so let's get started. So for the next to last one, is it A, CAVERN CHURN, B, turnaround, C, ROCKWALL brawl, or D, scorched stone? You have 10 seconds, go. And the correct answer will be D, scorched stone. Now this map doesn't really have a ton of main structures except for the mid, so yeah, it's kind of like forgiving, I'd say, but you know, Scorched Stone has a ton of like those tiny structures, so I chose one of them randomly, and turns out that no other map has these structures, so yeah. And last map of the day, is it A, red herring, B, magnetic field, C, land AHOY, or D, snake shop? This one is actually quite interesting, so I'm gonna give you 10 seconds. And the correct answer will be B, magnetic field. Yes, I chose that one on purpose, but you know, I had to do it. And the structure is actually like very barely noticeable on the map, just at the back end. No one actually checks them, honestly. And Snake Shop has also similar back end of the map, but no one really notices the back end of the map, except if you're like in Bounty, I'd say. But yeah, that's going to be it for the video. All of the trivia questions. If you want a part 2 do this, let me know down below. I'll be very glad to do it. But yeah, that's going to be the end of the video. Remember to like, subscribe, and share this video if you want to. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.